A massive leak from inside Russia's defense industry has exposed a secret €6 billion arms deal, Moscow's sale of 48 Su-35 fighter jets to Iran. If confirmed, the agreement would mark Tehran's largest air power upgrade in half a century and a major deepening of military cooperation between two heavily sanctioned states. The revelations come as China quietly bankrolls Iran through a covert oil for infrastructure network, fueling concerns that a new axis of sanctioned economies is reshaping global power dynamics. Leaked Russian defense documents indicate Iran has signed a €6 billion deal to buy 48 Su-35 fighter jets from Moscow, with deliveries expected between 2026 and 2028, according to reports by Defense Security Asia and Newsweek. The reports cite export data allegedly taken from Concern Radio Electronic Technologies, covert, a subsidiary of Russia's state-owned Rostec Corporation. The documents, published online by hacker group Black Mirror earlier this month, list Iran under customer code 364 for a package of 48 Su-35 multi-role fighters. Defense Security Asia said,
"The leaked tables show Iran's Su-35 package valued at more than 5 to 6 billion euros, once full airframe and weapon systems are included."
The leak also included 48 heads-up display systems and electronic warfare components, confirming the 48 aircraft figure linked to Iran's order, the report added. A separate defense blog said the files contain detailed pricing, delivery schedules, and export plans for advanced Sukhoi fighter jets destined for several foreign clients, including Iran, Algeria, and Ethiopia. The material, it said, was published online on October 2nd by the hacker collective Black Mirror, which claims to have accessed more than 300 internal documents from Rostec systems. The leaked export tables outline a multi-year schedule, with shipments of avionics and electronic warfare systems for the Iranian jets between 2024 and 2026. Full aircraft deliveries are expected from 2026 through 2028. Defense Security Asia wrote,
"The leak suggests Russia may go beyond simple export delivery, offering semi-knocked-down assembly in Iran through a local aerospace partner, possibly under the Iran Aviation Industries Organization."
Unverified details in the same tranche say Russian technicians from Sukhoi and Kret have been stationed in Iran since early 2024 to oversee assembly preparations. This arrangement could allow Iran to assemble 48 to 72 units over several years, creating its first near-indigenous fourth-plus generation fighter production line since the 1970s. If verified, the acquisition would not only strengthen Iran's regional position, but also highlight deepening defense ties between two heavily sanctioned states. For Russia, the deal would provide a crucial export success amid sanctions and wartime production strains. Iranian officials have recently discussed the arrival of Russian aircraft. Lawmaker Abul Fazl Zoravand said on October 1st that Russian MiG-29s had already entered Iran as what he called a short-term solution, adding that for long-term solutions, Su-35s will gradually enter. He also said,
"The HQ-9 system is entering substantially and the S-400 likewise."
Another lawmaker, Fada Hossein Maliki, said in September that Iran's general staff is pursuing the purchase of air defense systems from China and Russia. However, some senior figures have voiced skepticism about Russia's commitment. Mohammad Sadeh, a member of Iran's Expediency Council, said Moscow was willing to sell S-400 systems to Turkey, a NATO member, but has still not provided them to Iran.
Russia has a particular inclination toward Israel, and for a long time there has been talk of buying Su-35s, while Russia has built higher models, but even this it does not give us.
The Iranian conservative Daily Fahiktagan reported that Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi recently carried a message of reproach from Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei to President Vladimir Putin over Moscow's performance during the 12-day war. However, neither Tehran nor Moscow has confirmed the alleged Su-35 deal. If authenticated, the agreement could redefine regional air power, bolster Iran's defenses against the United States and Israel, and mark a new phase in Russia-Iran strategic cooperation. As sanctions on Iran continue, China is secretly funneling billions of dollars to Tehran through a covert payment system that bypasses US sanctions by swapping oil for infrastructure projects, the Wall Street Journal reported, saying the hidden conduit enabled Tehran to receive up to $8.4 billion last year. Citing Western officials, the Wall Street Journal report said that the mechanism, linking state-owned firms, a government insurer, and an unregistered financial intermediary, has provided a critical lifeline to Iran's sanctions-hit economy, with state insurer Sinosure and a little-known financial vehicle called Chuksin channeling the money to Chinese contractors working in Iran. Under the system, an Iranian-linked seller books crude sales to a Chinese buyer tied to state trader Zhuhai Zhenrong. The buyer then deposits funds with Chuksin, which pays Chinese firms working on insured projects inside Iran, according to the report. The crude typically reaches China via ship-to-ship transfers that obscure origin, the officials said. Beijing's foreign ministry told the WSJ it was unaware of the arrangement and opposes illegal unilateral sanctions. John K. Hurley, the US Treasury Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, said in a statement in September,
Iranian entities rely on shadow banking networks to evade sanctions and move millions.
The conduit has helped sustain Iran's sanctions-hit economy, with US officials estimating roughly 90% of Iran's oil exports go to China. Washington has warned Beijing over such purchases and has tightened measures on the shadow fleet moving Iranian crude, the journal reported.